This Raxiom 20-inch dual-row LED light bar is going to be for those of you that have a 1987 and up Wrangler and are looking to add some auxiliary lighting to your Jeep. Now, a 20-inch light bar like this is going to be a little bit unique when you compare it to a smaller light cube or a 50-inch LED light bar. The 50-inch LED light bar, of course, is going to be mounted above your windshield. There's really only one spot on the Jeep to put that, so you're kind of locked in a box as far as the installation. You'll have a lot of options there. The smaller LED light cubes, on the other hand, there is a ton of different options as far as where to mount them. A pillar, on your bumper hoop, as a reverse light, up on a roof rack, a lot of different options. Now, this is going to be somewhere in the middle there. There are going to be some bolt-on brackets where you can bolt a 20-inch LED light bar onto your Jeep without the need to drill any holes in your Wrangler. However, if you do want to get a little bit creative with where you mount this, you can do that as well. Like we said before, up on the roof rack, you can mount a couple of these. You can have them switched independently. You can get a little bit more creative with a bar of this size than you can with a 50-inch light bar, and you are going to still get a larger light bar that has multiple beam patterns integrated into one, and you're going to get a ton of light from it, so a lot more powerful than those smaller cubes. Now, as far as pricing of light bars go, there are light bars all over the spectrum. There are the bargain basement light bars that you can get a 50-inch light bar with the brackets and a switch for $100, but they're really not going to hold up very well over time. These are a little bit finicky. If you end up getting any sort of water condensation in them, you get condensation behind the lens, you can get burnout individual LEDs or have the whole light burnout. And that's what you'll oftentimes end up with one of those cheap bargain basement lights. Now, there are also light bars that are going to cost you almost $1,000, sometimes $1,000 and more, even for a smaller light bar like this one. And while the optics and the R&D that goes into a light bar like that is very substantial, you might get a throw a little bit further down the trail, you might get a few more lumens out of that light bar. I think for what most of us are using our light bars for, something like this is going to be a really nice hybrid. You're going to get a really high quality light bar. It's going to last a long time. You're going to get a lot of very usable light, but it's not going to completely shatter your budget either. And that's where I think Raxiom comes in, right in the middle there, a really nice mix of quality and price. So getting into some of the details of the construction, this is going to be an aluminum light bar. It has a polycarbonate lens on it that's going to be both scratch and crack resistant. As I alluded to before, this actually is a dual beam pattern light. So one switch, they're both on at the same time, but on the outside here of either side of the light, you're going to have more of a flood pattern, where on the inside, you're going to have more of a spot pattern. So you are going to get some nice wash to the sides, but also throw pretty far down the trail in front of you from these center lights. This is a double row LED light bar, so you are going to get a total of 43 watt Cree LEDs, providing a ton of light. Now, the newer trend is to go with a single row LED light bar. They're going to be a little bit less bulky, a little bit sleeker looking, but you are going to lose some lumens. This is going to be a little bit of a bigger light physically, but you are going to get a ton of light produced from it. And that's going to be a really nice feature for you. Now, this produces light at a 6,000 Kelvin color temperature, which is going to be right around where a lot of the other LEDs that you'll purchase for your Jeep is going to produce light. And what that is really talking about the color of the light. This is going to be a very bright white light, almost bordering on a blue. So it's going to be very crisp light, and it's going to give you a lot of detail when you're using it in an off-road situation. Now, this light is going to come with a 2-wire pigtail, as with most other aftermarket lights, so you're going to have to do some wiring to get this installed. If you're comfortable with automotive wiring, you can go ahead and build yourself a wiring harness. You can switch this in a lot of different ways, or you can go ahead and purchase an LED wiring harness from Raxiom. That's going to make this installation even easier for you. Now, this does come with a pair of feet that you can use to mount this really anywhere you're willing to drill 2 holes in your Jeep. However, as I said before, there are a couple of bolt-on brackets that you can get for a 20-inch bar like this. Put it up on the hood, put it on the grill, get a little bit creative with where you're going to mount this. So for the installation of this, I am going to go with a 2 out of 3 wrenches because of the wiring that's going to be involved. Now, getting the light placed is really up to you. If you want to buy one of those bolt-on brackets, if you want to drill some holes, you want to build your own bracket, that's up to you. You somehow do have to get this bolted down into place, whether it's on the front, the side, the back of your Jeep, get the light itself bolted down. And then the wiring, again, you have a 2-wire pigtail that comes on this light, so fairly simple. You have a positive and a negative. You can build your own harness. You can have this switched in a bunch of different ways, or purchase one of those Raxiom wiring harness, which is going to allow you to make the 2 connections at the light, make 2 connections at the battery, and pull a pair of wires through the dash so that you'll have a switch on the inside of the Jeep, making the install that much easier. If you're not comfortable with even that level of installing the wiring harness, that's perfectly okay. You can always take your Jeep to a shop and have them wire this up for you. This light bar is going to come in right around $220, and like I said before, I do think that's going to be a pretty fair price for what you're getting. You're getting a lot of lumens, but maybe more importantly, you're getting a light bar that's going to hold up and last for a good long time. You can certainly spend a lot less money, but you're not going to get the same quality, and you can spend a lot more money, get a little bit more throw, get a few more lumens, and if that's what you're looking for, a really premium top of the line bar, then those are available as well. But I do think that this is a really nice mix of high quality and a little bit more of an affordable price. So if you're looking to add a 20-inch LED auxiliary light onto your Jeep, I definitely recommend taking a look at this one, available from Raxiom right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.